What's up, everybody? 1212 EJ80 Proof in the building. Today, I want to talk to you about relationships. I know, big surprise, right? I want to talk to you about 5 rules that I have in relationships. Now, this is the basic 5 rules that I strongly believe if you follow these rules, these are like just by basic, generic, foundational rules. If you follow these rules, I guarantee you that your relationship will be more stable and maybe even you guys might even be more happy. But these 5 rules are important, and I think every relationship should have it. But as usual, right before we get into this, I want you to hit that subscription button, hit that notification bell, hit the like, hit the share. And during, at the end, whatever, leave a comment. Let me know if any of these videos are being helpful to you or if I can improve them in any way. Just drop them in the comments box. I will respond to you. Okay, now while you're doing all that, I have to pour me a glass of wisdom. Can I see the wisdom flowing through my body? Okay, enough of that. All right, let's get started. These are 5 rules to of relationships. Let's see here. The first rule that I have, and I think is a very basic rule, is number 1, never ever let social concepts, religious beliefs, or peer pressure define your relationship. This is a big one for me because all of these entities, energies, whatever you want to call them in the world, are always trying to dictate to you what kind of relationship you are allowed to have and who you're allowed to have it with. I'm saying that that's a problem because whatever relationship you get into, you got into it. I don't know your partner. I don't know the kind of people you guys are. I don't know anything. So how dare I tell you that your relationship has to be this, that, or the other? I don't even know what would make any of you happy. But yet, I'm ready to chisel in stone that a relationship has to go this way, or it's wrong, or it's not a relationship. Get away from that nonsense. If you decide to get in a relationship with somebody or with somebodies, then you guys have to define what that is. Once you define what it is, then you can start to move forward. You can start to grow and progress in whatever definition of relationship you decide it is. Not all these other whatever you want to call them that probably are in messed up relationships themselves. So never let social concepts, religious beliefs, or peer pressure define your relationship. The next thing, number 2, never ever let anyone outside of the relationship have say in the relationship. This is a huge problem with men and women alike, mostly with friends and family. Let me tell you something. First, I want to start off with this. These are not all evil and wicked people. It's not true. These people giving you all this. If your man act like this, you know this is it. And if she's that way, then you did. They're not bad people. but they're giving you advice based on their relationship or their experiences. And that may not necessarily work for you. And when I say that they have say in a relationship, I don't mean like they just give you advice or give you their opinion. I mean that they have operational authority in your life. Whereas they will tell you, okay, you know what? He want to be like that. This is what you do. And then you do it. Nobody outside of the relationship should have that power. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't even go for that. She shouldn't even be saying that. So the next time she tell you that, man, listen, you tell her, and then he does it. No, nobody. Only the people in the relationship should have say on the relationship. If you got people on the outside with that operational authority to have say in how your relationship go, if you have people on the outside with that power, your relationship is doomed to fail. And if it doesn't fail, it's going to be the 19th circle of hell for as long as that person is in your relationship. And again, these are not evil people. Not all of them are out to get you. But they are giving you information based on something that has nothing to do with you or the people in your relationship or person, whatever your case may be. So you and whoever's involved in your relationship should be the only ones that have say in the relationship. Number 3, never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever, never, ever share intimate and personal information about your relationship with anyone. And I mean anyone, not your mama, not your father, not your sisters, your brothers, your cousins, your uncles, your pastor, your priest, your whoever. You know why I say that? Because as soon as you start sharing that kind of information, they become part of an inner circle that they are dangerous in. And they start putting opinions in that inner circle. And then that well-oiled machine that you have in that relationship starts to kink up and starts to click and you make strange noises because you have something else in that circle. Nobody. The reason why people get in trouble in their relationship by bringing other people too closely into the circle. Your relationship should be like Saturn. Saturn is the planet and it's got rings around it. So everybody in your life gets a ring around Saturn, but nobody comes into the atmosphere of Saturn itself. It is protected, it is exclusive. So that's where you have the planet Saturn and the rings of Saturn. You get what I'm saying? So never ever share intimate and personal information about your relationship with anybody. It brings them too close. And once they're in that close, goodness knows the damage they could do if they are evil or if they are overly opinionated or if they're too helpful or the many different ways that they can cause problems. So keep them on the outside on the rings of Saturn. Number 4, never ever adopt rules to your relationship that are not believed or agreed upon by all the parties involved. You have to understand that everybody's got rules. Everybody's got a regulation. Everybody has all these things. And it's from everywhere. You and whoever's in your relationship have to sit down and pick from the tree what you can and cannot eat. In other words, Okay. All right. So this is a monogamous relationship, right? We defined that. That's what we said. There's going to be monogamous, just me and you. All right. So I trust you to go hang out with your friends, your guy friends. But if they're going to bring their ladies with them or bring women with them, you got to bring me too. You see what I'm saying? So that's a rule that y'all put into play. You and the people involved put into play. But if we have an open relationship, you could sleep with anybody you want to sleep with, have sex with everybody if you want. But I have to meet them first. Now somebody might be like, "Oh, that's not love. That's no kind of relationship." Who are you? Who are you? Adopt the rules for your relationship that applies to the definition of relationship that you established. All that other BS, just throw it out. And everybody that's attached to the BS, throw them out too if they can't accept you. It's just that simple. Not everybody was designed to be in your life. That's another video. We'll get to that later. Number 5, never ever change the nature of the relationship unless it's agreed upon by the parties involved. In other words, what I'm saying is, once you define your relationship, once you establish the boundaries, the rules, regulations, once you've created Saturn, your own planet for you and your partner or partners to be on, and everybody else is on the ring. Once you've taken care of all that, now comes the difficult part. Stand on it. It is what it is. Now, if you don't like it, I love you. Me and you gonna be cool because you family. Me and you cool because we grew up together. I'm not cutting you off, but you just, instead of being in the first ring of Saturn, you're now on the ninth ring. That's it. That's all it is. You still part of my universe, but you just not on the first ring anymore. So we don't start changing the nature of our agreement because people don't like it or because of whatever. The only time we change the nature of our relationship is when we deem that it's time for us to make a change or make an adjustment, and you sit down and we talk about it and we come to an agreement that that adjustment or that change is necessary. Up until then, the relationship stays the same no matter what. If the people in the relationship are left cut off all by themselves alone, just y'all, because you stand on it, then everybody stand on it. These are my 5 very basic fundamental rules, and I believe if you follow these, you have a good start on a solid, stable relationship. Because once again, people may not mean no harm, but, sometimes they just don't want to leave things alone. Or sometimes their information is not healthy for you. Stop allowing outside forces to define and control your relationship. That is the sum of the whole video. Oh, I'm sorry. I ran out and I didn't say my goodbye toast. Let me just pour a drop more. And then I will say, I'm EJ80 Proof. Thanks for watching. I'm out.